As the political system in Nigeria has taken a new dimension, today in Kano, the Islamic preachers of the northern Nigeria had endorsed Peter Obi of Labour Party as their presidential candidate. They report.
And humility that we stand before you today to endorse the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, His Excellency Peter Obi. We have carefully evaluated the stances and policies of all the candidates and have come to the conclusion that His Excellency Peter Obi is the best choice for our nation.
Occasion, we just make it to endorse Peter Obi by Islamic clerics here not only in Kano, in the northern part of Nigeria.
There's no religion in politics. We are just focused on integrity and accountability. So all of these characters, all these good behaviors, is His Excellency Peter Obi of Labour Party. He is the one of all of the presidential candidates that has it. So that is why we Islamic preachers, we Northeast, we Northern, we are here to solidarity and endorse to defeat Obi as a president Federal Republic of Nigeria in this coming election 2023.
At the end, they urged Nigerians to open their eyes and vote a right candidate. Hassan Rabi Bello, NTA News.
Ali speaks about the robust plan of his administration to tackle the scourge of banditry, kidnapping, and terrorism.
Daddy and I are committed to a new Nigeria, a Nigeria where there will be security of life and property, a Nigeria where we will work hard to unite Nigerians. We don't want a Nigeria where people are chased out of their house, where they are insecure, where their children cannot go to school, where they live in IDP camp.
The candidate is promising to take advantage of the agrarian potential of Katsina State to improve transborder trade in Nigeria's northwest region. Dele Omoyeni, Channels Television News.
Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about two developments. One is a good one, the other one is not good at all. But we're going to look at it. One is the endorsement of Peter Obi by the Islamic preachers of northern Nigeria, and then the attack on Peter Obi in Katsina, which is on a sad note. But first of all, let us look at the implication of Peter Obi's endorsement by the Islamic preachers of northern Nigeria in Kano. Now, this is a very huge and important step forward for Peter Obi in the effort for him to gain acceptability in some parts of the north, especially in the northeast and northwest, where he needed to stamp his authority and put what he's doing right now. So it is huge. Peter Obi has marketed himself based on his capacity, his ability, his transparency, his accountability. And you can see the reason why the Islamic preachers are picking Peter Obi. It is because they have confidence in his character. They have confidence in his behavior. That is why they are picking him. That's why you see one of the preachers talking about that this is not about religion. That politics is not about religion. It is who can deliver. And it is a very huge development for Peter Obi. And it is a sign of greater things to happen in this election. Because Peter Obi need support from across board, and it is good that the Islamic scholars, especially in places like Kano, are beginning to realize the importance of Peter Obi as president of Nigeria, why he is the best suitable, most qualified, most capable at this time to be president of Nigeria. It is a huge development. It's an exciting news. Everybody who wishes P2B well should be excited about this endorsement. This P2B is being endorsed by strategic stakeholders, and this one is one of it. These Islamic scholars, Islamic scholars, Islamic preachers, this their endorsement is huge. It is huge. It is huge, and it is going to have tremendous positive impact on Peter Obi, because initially, if you remember, there was somebody called Mahdi Shehu, a supporter of Aswad Bola, no, a supporter of Atiku Abubakar, who had said that P2B, that northern Muslims and Christians should not vote for P2B, that P2B is not trustworthy, that he will work against Muslims, he will do that and all that, which was totally lie. It was a total lie fabricated by Mahdi Sheikh. But now, with this kind of endorsement, it is a sign that those lies that were being told by Mahdi Sheikh has been debunked by better and more accurate information by Islamic scholars, Islamic leaders, and leaders of thought in northern Nigeria. Because you remember, there were those who were even saying that P2B demolished mosques in the north. It was a lie in Anambra State when he was there, when he was governor. It was also a lie. It was just a calculated attempt to demarcate P2B. So this endorsement by these Islamic scholars, which come from their hearts, is something that is worthy of celebration. It is another confirmation what P2B used to say, that a new Nigeria is possible. These Islamic scholars, Islamic preachers, they have once again showed by this endorsement that indeed a new Nigeria is possible and is going to happen in this 2023, God willing. That's a very good development. It's an exciting news. Every campaigner for P2B should be excited about it. Everybody who is desirous of a new Nigeria should be excited about it, should be happy for P2B about this development. This endorsement is huge. This endorsement is huge. It's huge. Knowing the role religion plays, Islamic religion plays in the lives of northern Nigerians. So for them, Islamic scholars, Islamic preachers of northern Nigeria to endorse P2B, this is huge. This is huge. It is a step forward for P2B in his march to Aso Rock Villa as the next president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, I did say that you saw the second video. The second video was talking about the visit of Peter Obi. The campaign train of Peter Obi stopped in Katsina on Monday. It was an exciting moment. The crowd was enormous. Everything was good. And this is a place where people thought that Peter Obi will not gather crowd, but he gathered an enormous crowd. It was a hugely successful outing for Peter Obi. Sadly, on Tuesday, we began to hear that Peter Obi was attacked, and it was based on a statement by the Peter Obi's campaign organization. Because already on Monday, we are all celebrating the successful outing for Peter Obi. We never knew that the thing ended in a sad note, which is the handwork of political buccaneers and desperate politicians, as Peter Obi's campaign also recognized. He didn't blame the people of Katsina for that. He blamed desperate politicians for that. Now, the attack on Peter Obi was the information or the news which had been carried by some newspapers was contained in a statement by Diran Onifade, the head of media for Obidati Presidential Campaign Council. It was this Dira Onifade who revealed that when Peter Obi was on his way with his convoy, was on their way to the airport after the program, after the campaign, they were on their way to the airport. They were his vehicle was attacked. A huge there were a hail of stones hurled at his vehicle, especially on the side of the driver. According to Nifade, it was, thank God, according to him, no one was hurt or injured in that, but the vehicle was badly damaged. And it was not only that, Onifade also said that even at the stadium, when they were at the stadium, people were hurling stones outside the stadium. At the end of the day, several vehicles were damaged. Okay? If not for this statement, many Nigerians were not aware of what happened in Katsina on Monday. This is a very sad development. But the Peter Obi campaign in the statement were not blaming Katsina people. They were blaming they were blaming the desperate politicians, those who think that they have pocketed northwest and northeast and put it in their pockets. So they were shocked by the overwhelming show of force, power, support for Peter Obi, which rattled them. So they wanted to create a scene so that the program will end in in this kind of note, sad note. But I'm excited because even the Obi campaign are not blaming Katsina people for that, because they know that this was contrived by political buccaneers and desperate politicians. But what they said is that the security agencies should be able to trace those who did this. I think that is the right move. That is the right thing to do. The security agents should track those who attack Peter Obi. They should be tracked, and they should be able to do that. The governor of Katsina State, Bello Masari, should ensure that those who did this are traced and found out and prosecuted according to the law. Even President Muhammad Buhari, who Katsina is his home state, should also do something about it. The security agencies must be unleashed on those who carried out these attacks, and then there's a need to trace the political leaders who instigated them to do what they did, because the youths that they were throwing the stones were not there on their own. Somebody must have sent them on a message. So they need to track those who are behind it. It is condemnable. This election that is coming up, everything must be done to ensure that it is free and fair, devoid of violence. That is the way to go. We don't want a situation where they will use excuses. They use excuses to disrupt the election by any means at all. The election should be conducted and it should be free and fair. Electronic verification of voters, electronic accreditation of voters, and electronic transmission of results. BVAS. That is what we want. Transmission of results electronically. That is what we want. That is what Nigerians want. That is what the Electoral Act 2022 wants. That is what should be done. So President Muhammad Buhari should do everything possible to track those who attack Peter Obi. Because if they are not tracked, they will pose a threat to the upcoming election. So it is important that these desperate politicians who sponsor violence are picked up before they cause more damage. Because this election, all hands must be on deck to ensure that no effort is made by any group or politicians to use violence to disrupt it or to do anything that will jeopardize the smooth success of it. So that is it. What happened in Katsina was a sad development. Everything was fine. P2B people had a town hall meeting. They had a field stadium, and everything was cool. They were able to go to a zone where they feel that P2B could not be able to muster crowd, and he was able to gather enormous crowd. And that was just after the enormous crowd that he had in Kano and all that, and in Katsina, and he had in Kaduna, in Kafanchan, in Jos. So it was an attempt to dent the smooth sail that P2B was having in northern Nigeria. But the good thing is that despite the effort of the desperate politicians, P2B has succeeded in putting himself as an authority in terms of candidate that worth listening to, candidate that is worth the vote of northern Nigerians. He has promised to provide security from day one, and from all indication, he is going to do it. He has already said it, that he will be held responsible from day one. If anything goes wrong, you can trust him for that. Northern Nigerians can trust him for that, and Nigerians in general can trust him for that, because he has done it before in Anambra State, where he met a state that was overwhelmed by insecurity. I was able to restore security. He was able to bring development. He was able to re-engineer Anambra State and chart a pathway for its current stability and development. And it's now one of the most developing, most successful states in Nigeria, the least indebted state in Nigeria, and the least unemployment rate in Nigeria, and what have you. So it has a track record that people can look up to judge him, whether he can be a trustworthy commander-in-chief or trustworthy president of Nigeria. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you will be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. With more people watching it, listening to what we are saying, we'll get more Nigerians who will see the need to cast their vote for Peter Obi on February 25, so that he will match with the overwhelming majority of votes of Nigerians to Aso Rock on February 25. The victory will be assured, and then by May 29, he will be sworn in as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless you and yours.